Essentially, you were doing, the annual jabs, the annual vaccinations for the allergies when you first started, when we started speaking, and it sounds like you're no longer doing those. So maybe you can just talk about, or you can explain just exactly what it was that you were suffering with prior, and what kind of things that you had tried so far.
There was times um, when let's take the example. If I don't take the medicaments, etc., everything, then it starts by my throat getting a little bit less, a little swollen. Then I have to sort of all the time go, sometimes like that.
Yeah.
And it's getting very itchy in there. And that's one part. Next part is the nose just running or being clogged up. Also not good for breathing, functioning.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And the third part is the eyes. They get very red because I have to rub them because they're kind of itchy all the time. And and that way I was actually maybe functioning 60% or something like that, or around there.
Hmm.
And yeah, I was not able to do much in that day. Just work a little bit and get home and done.
Yeah. Crazy. Really crazy.
I had these allergies since I have been young. I don't know what age, but in the past it was enough that I took only one of those medicaments, one pill, and that brought me along in a day. Over time, let's say maybe in the last 3, 4 years, it started getting worse. So I needed to take even nose spray and sometimes even from my eyes some drip, and
Mhm.
only then I could actually function in a day. Otherwise, yeah, you know what happens with the eyes. You can barely function. You just have to rub them all the time, and it just gets worse and worse. And those three were my solutions in the last 3, 4 years. And when it got worse, then I thought, is there any solution to this? Because in the past, only taking one pill was enough, and that wasn't even that difficult. It was just okay, whatever, just take one, go along. But when it got worse, I thought a solution, and then I got to the jabbing. I was in the second year when we started with you,
Hmm.
and the spurt was about to start.
Yeah.
And then since I started with you, then I stopped it. And even in the taking of those 2 years, there was no improvement because the thinking is only after the 50th year when it's completed there will be improvements.
Hmm.
So it was kind of an investment, but this solution, what we did, that was like that in a short time, gone.
Nice.
It was awesome.
And that allowed you to stop all the nasal sprays, the eye drops.
Everything.
And so how quickly, with the changes that we made, did you see improvements?
The changes were actually nearly from one day to another, from one dose to the next. It was nearly gone.
Hmm.
And I mean, at the start, when I skipped 1 or 2 days, I noticed it again coming back. But the moment we took them, it was nearly gone again.
Yeah.
It's not just a matter of consistency, and then it went completely away.
Crazy, man. That's really crazy, because you were really experiencing the trilogy, right? The nasal sprays, the eye drops, and the allergy pills, and the annual jabs. And for that to completely not require any of those is really crazy, Like it's really epic. I'm really proud that that was done, and happy for you, That's really cool.
Yeah, I'm happy that that's one. Even if that for only that reason I joined you or got your help, that was awesome.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's really cool, man. That's epic. And so what were the kind of things that the doctors said when because they prescribed the medications, right? So, or was it something that you just got from the pharmacy, or is it something that the doctors prescribed?
It's always something that the doctor prescribes to me
Yeah.
because there are maybe I think 2 or 3 different allergy medicines, and I
Yeah.
can choose one of them. Whatever I get makes me the best feel makes me feel the best.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it. And the
Crazy.
jabbing also was suggested by that doctor. Said, okay, maybe you should try this, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did the doctors ever ask you about the root, like they never spoke about potentially the root causes of the allergies or natural remedies?
Nothing about natural remedies and root cause. I don't know. I mean, only when I went to the jabbing, they actually put some kind of different kind of things on my skin and checked up to what I'm reacting the most.
Hmm.
And from there, we saw the tree allergy and from this kind of pollen from the flowers. But
Hmm.
is that the question for the root cause?
Yeah, did the doctors investigate? That's what I was asking.
That was only in the when I was starting the jabbing, and so in the very late onwards.
Right, right,
Before
right.
it was just the usual medicaments, and then that's it.
Yeah, yeah. It's crazy that that's all they can offer essentially. It's a shame really. There's so many people that have those. But that's crazy. Well, that's very cool, man. That's very cool. I'm just thinking and now it's like 100% gone, 99% gone, 95%, 80%.
Until now, I did not feel any allergic reactions from the tree anyway. So it's good for now. It's perfect actually.
So it's like 99, 100%.
Yeah.
Wow. That's epic, man. That's really cool.
It was always, you have this difficulty, you go to the doctor, and they just give you some the band-aid, and then they just have this peace of mind away because they sent me away with some solution, but not a permanent one,
Hmm.
They say, okay, just take this, heal back in 1 month, take this again, and fine.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's how it is. The medical industry, it's like a spiral. When you just start on the spiral and it never goes up. It just goes down and you just keep
Yeah.
going, keep going, keep going. And then what happens is that those medications, they create side effects, negative side effects. And then you have a problem and now they say, okay, you need to take this medication and then you start this one and then you start the next one and the next one. And so the perspective that I like to take and kind of what I try and teach people is that you can just completely not go in the spiral at all. You can just step to the side, and say, I don't want to even explore the medication spiral because it always has problems. It always leads to side effects. And then you have to take another medication and another one and another one, another one. That's why it's an amazing business model, but not
Yes.
necessarily the best way to cure issues like allergies.
Yeah, that was one big, well, as I said before, if we only look at the allergies improvement, it was worth it to learn from you
Mhm.
alone from that, but I got so much more extra.